Hey guys. Hey, welcome. It's Angela Wolf. Welcome to Behind the Scenes Live. Happy Halloween. I know you're so disappointed I'm not dressed up, but I am. I'm dressed up as Angela Wolf. That's all I could muster up today. I actually thought of doing like Raggedy Ann or something crazy like that, and I decided, you know what? You know what'll happen if I do Raggedy Ann? I'm going to have little dots on my face, and I'm so sensitive, I'd break out with zits. So not happening. So today, I'm going to celebrate what you're doing, and do I have a fun show for you guys? So pop in, give me the heart, and tell me you can see me. I tested something new today, and I've got a couple sisters popping in. I see one of my sisters in the lobby. So we have not tested this before. So when I bring her live, she'll get a 3-second warning. So Teresa, if you hear me, you get 3 seconds warning. So can you hear me? Yes. Hey guys, so if you've never been here before, I know, you just have to say that you're new and where you're from. Why? Because your neighbor might be sewing next to you, and we love to know who you are. We have such a fun group of people that sew together from all over the world. So that's one thing. And if you've been here before, say hi again, because this is my favorite day of the week. And it's Halloween. Awesome. So I see everybody rolling in. I'm just going to take one quick second. Welcome, everyone. You all know I go back and read your comments, by the way. So if you're watching this later on YouTube, I go back and read your comments there. I read your comments here. It makes my whole week until next Wednesday. So, all right, what are you guys doing for Halloween? Let's see. Somebody's here. Hold on a minute. Hello?
Just me.
Oh, hey, Win. Where's my candy?
I forgot. You didn't say trick or treat.
I didn't say trick or treat. No candy for me. Everyone say hi to Win. Where are you? There you are. So I'm so proud of my husband. Last night, we drove to the other side of the state, which is forever, it seems. And he spoke at a fishing event, which was awesome. And I have not seen him do this before. So I put together his presentation. And of course, I put a couple of funny photos in there. I didn't do his presentation. I just put photos in there of all the big fish we've been catching. And he did an awesome job. So good job, Win. He gets so embarrassed. All right, so today I am going to bring both my sisters on, and I'm going to show off some costumes that you guys have been working on, which is incredible. I just love it. So before I do that, I just have to share this photo just real quick, because the photo of the week is definitely Susan Fisher's photo. Susan, this is her cat. Oh, well, no, that's me. There's her cat. Susan, that is the best photo I've ever seen. I told my husband, I'm going out to buy a cat. Well, actually, I would probably go to the Humane Society and rescue a cat. But have you seen that photo, Win?
Oh, yeah.
So there's Susan. Susan's bringing us that cat, right, Susan? Win walked away. Susan, Win walked away. I don't know what to say. All right, so enough about cats. Next up is my sister, Teresa. You all have seen her adorable babies, okay? And, well, 3 babies, I should say. 2 twins and a baby. So, Teresa, let me just bring you. Are you ready to go, Teresa? Give me thumbs up. All right, Teresa's ready to go. We haven't tested her sound, so hopefully she's working. She is a busy lady today. She's suffering from a little bit of the flu and babies. Hey, Teresa.
Hi, can you hear me?
See if I can hear you. Go ahead. And
can you hear me?
I don't hear you.
Hold on.
Wait, there you are. I hear you.
Okay.
You all hear my sister? So this is, let me just take this off of here. There you go. You guys might have seen her before, because we did a live show at her house with the twins right there in my lap. And now they're a little bit bigger, but they are so cute. So everybody's saying hi to Teresa. This is my youngest sister. Remember, I'm the oldest of 5. The oldest, yes, but not by far, right? And so my sister came up with this costume, and I'm going to bring this up because this is the beauty of having a close family. So I have the best sisters, sister-in-laws, brothers. We get along, and we share a lot of funny, laughs and things like that. So Teresa and my mom and my sisters and I, we have this group chat, right, Teresa? every weekend. And so the joy of my weekend are the text messages from her, right? So Teresa, for those that haven't met you before, I'm going to bring you up here a little bit larger. How are you doing? Do you have the flu right now? Are you getting better? You look good.
So I'm doing okay today. The last few days have been a challenge. We picked up the flu from daycare, which is always fun, and my husband was out of town. So I can just give you, I don't know, just use your imagination to think about having the flu and taking care of 3 kids that can't get themselves fed and out of bed. But we made it. We're doing okay, and just part of the deal, right?
Well, you did a good job, Trace, because I couldn't do. Sometimes I'll call her and say, "How's it going today?" I don't know how she does it. So I'm going to bring a picture up here if it opens the right way. Wrong screen. Hold on one second, because this photo I hate to say it, Trace, I've sent this to all of my friends today because it's just the cutest thing I've ever seen. So for those of you that just want the cutesies for the day, let's see if I can make the babies big. This photo, where did you ever come up with this? These little girls, see, I'm going to bring this up all by itself here. So the 2 twins, no, she doesn't have 3 twins, although after I sent this out, a lot of people thought that you had 3 kids or 4 kids. Triple.
Oh, no.
Those are twin girls. And then the little boy. So, okay. How did you think of dressing them like older people? Because this is just the funniest thing I've ever seen.
So entertaining enough. I saw a lot of ideas for twins Halloween costumes online. And it really just, I don't want my son to feel left out, right? Like Carter's a year and a half older, and it's like, it's so easy for people to be like fawning over the girls and, you know, kind of like bypass him. And I don't like for him to be left out. So I saw this idea online for the baby old ladies. And I was like, well, that's adorable. And I'm like, I'm certain that I can find an idea to make him a little old man. And it just made my day that I could make them all kind of incorporated together. And the idea was to save money. As you know, DIY, I probably spent 4 times what I would have spent on regular.
Wait. We don't. DIY is totally cheaper, Teresa. Totally.
No, it's not. But it was a lot of fun. And the internet is like my best friend. Just a lot of people with twins have a lot of ideas. And I don't know, I could not have come up with it on my own, but a lot of Googling helped.
Okay, so I told everyone that you're going to tell how to make these hats. So let me just bring the babies up really big again. So if those are just the cutest things I've ever seen. I'm going to see if I can bring, oh wait, there's Susan's cat. I'm going to just bring, just so we can get a closer look at the hats. Oh my gosh, Carter is so cute. He's the little boy. And did you make the tie and the hat, or did you purchase it?
So we bought the tie and hat, and we bought the outfit we found, and I thought, at least I can use it again for Christmas time. Like, it's got little suspenders, so I'm like, well, at least I can reuse it. The walker Michael made out of PVC piping.
Oh my gosh, it even has tennis balls on the top.
Got wheels on one part and tennis balls on the other. And he, I thought for sure Carter was not going to care for it. And as soon as he saw this walker, he was just on the go around the kitchen. I couldn't get him to stand still. So
okay, so now your 2-year-old's walking all over the house with his new walker.
His grandpa walker, yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is so precious. I actually thought you went out and bought that. Okay.
Oh my gosh, no. And I don't know what that cost. I'll have to get back to you on that one.
And then here's Sienna.
Yes.
Oh, that's Sienna, isn't it? Right there, the bottom one.
So I can't see the pictures.
Bring you up. I think Sienna is the one. She's always smiling. She is absolutely the happiest baby ever. Is that Sienna?
Sienna had the white wig.
Yep, that's her.
Really good.
I for those that because I don't share a lot of photos of the babies unless I get their permission, but every once in a while I just can't help it. Does she ever not smile? I mean, she's always smiling. These two have just from photos, and I haven't seen them for a few months, but Sienna's always smiling, and Kiara is always serious, like really thinking. So, I mean, those two are going to be the best friends ever. They're going to be the best combination.
Kira is starting to smile more. Like her development is probably like a week or two behind Sienna. And so now when you walk in the room, Kira gets this nice toothless smile too. It's really cute, but.
Oh my gosh. So by the way, I just have to share some of these comments. Janet says, oh my gosh, that looks like her husband and herself, which I love that. Oh gosh, everybody is still just saying, oh my gosh, these are just precious. You are definitely Wigs and a Walker, costume of the year. Absolutely love this. So Teresa, it's quiet there because the kids are at daycare right now. So for those who don't know, my sister does work full time as well. I still don't know how you do it, but and you're in North Carolina, and so you made it through the storms. But I had some people asking me. They said, so how does she do it with 3 kids under 2? So do you want to share any tips or tricks or just anything that you want to share with the viewers? Because a lot of them have little ones running around, maybe not 2 or 3, but some have 4 actually that I know of. But how do you keep sane and do all this, Therese? Because I admire it definitely.
Well, I have a couple of big things that that help a lot. First of all, God bless daycare. We have all 3 of them in daycare during the day while my husband and I work full time. And the fun thing about that is that it gives us a break to be around other adults, but then also they learn so much stuff that I would never even think to teach a 2-year-old. Like my Carter's 20 months and he'll bring his dishes to the counter when he's done eating and clean up after himself. And those are things that I would never even think that, like, I wouldn't even think you could learn these things at that age. But wait.
When? He's over here saying, send me to daycare. I think I need to go to daycare.
Oh, nice.
Oh my gosh. I can read his mind. You know, I have read a lot about the daycares now are a lot different as well. And plus they learn a lot and they engage with each other. Plus it gives you a little break, right? But I would just have such a hard time letting him go. But what you said before, and just take them for like a few weeks and then we'll just talk about it.
I love my kids beyond anything. But I'll tell you that the quote, absence makes the heart grow fonder, is so true. So
I get to talk to the kids in the car after she picks them up in the afternoon. Although they're not replying, I know they're smiling when I'm like gooing into the camera. And Carter is now doing video chats with me, although he doesn't say much. And he hit did you end up with a bloody lip? He hit her with the phone. He did not on purpose, of course. But he's listening to me, and then all of a sudden he threw it back like he's done. You know, when kids are done, like Cody. Cody, when he's done on the phone, you all know my Cody stories. And Cody says, I'm hanging up now. Okay, great. I'm glad you're hanging up now. So, Teresa, I got one for you. Cody moment for the week. So I always share a Cody moment with the whole group. And as soon as your kids get old enough to talk, they'll be on there too. But so Cody is spelling, and him and Colin both have spelling tests. So he took this quiz and it said, what's your favorite food? And he wrote pizza. And so my mom called and she said, I didn't know Cody liked pizza. I said, I didn't think so either. So she asked him, hey, Cody, on your quiz, why did you write that you like pizza? And he said, because I don't know how to spell ravioli. So that is like how simple it is. I don't know how to spell ravioli. Oh my gosh. So, hey, our other sisters in here, Julie, must have gotten stuck in court because she was going to show up and show you guys how she made these really cool pumpkins. So, Jules, if you show up in the lobby somewhere, I'll see you in there and I will bring you up here. It's the sister show today. So, hey, Therese, a couple questions for you. You've been doing a lot of DIY. And you probably don't have them with you because I thought of it after we chatted, but those ribbons that you made for the girls that go on their heads.
Yeah.
Those, do you have any near you by any chance?
They are upstairs.
Oh gosh, they were so cute. Okay, we'll post a photo in the group later because I walked in her house and she has this whole, is it a bulletin board with those on it or what is it?
So we bought 2 wood planks from Home Depot.
Okay.
And a lot of those little, what are those clips, like laundry clips? I don't know what they're called.
The laundry clips. Like the wooden.
Yeah.
The wooden clips. Like clothespin clips? Oh, see, now everyone's going to know that we are totally related because I do this every show.
So we bought wood flanks, 2 of them, because we got 1 for each of the girls, and about 50 clothespins, and I glued them all. I measured and glued all of them to the planks to hold these little homemade ribbons, like little hair bows for the girls. I'll send you a couple of pictures, Ange. It turned out really good for very little effort, and that didn't cost a lot of money.
Well, post a photo in the group. I know it's not related to my patterns, but I want everyone to see this, or I can post even on my site. So it was such a great DIY project. It was cute. I think everybody, they're going to love it. It's just a great idea. And, I think it's going to be fun even for the holidays and stuff because she had all the matching bows that matches the outfits, which was adorable. Okay. So anything else you want to share with us today, Teresa? Because how did you make those hats? I'm going to bring that back up here because this is,
I have one of them.
By the way, have not seen this. Can you see all the little girls? Let's bring this up here. So these are the girls. This is my screensaver now because I just can't help it. Not with the costumes, but hold on one second. I've got a couple screens here and one's really small. There is their original picture. I can't help but having that on my screensaver because they're always touching. Every photo you send me, they're always like hugging and touching. So hold on one sec. I'm going to bring this back down. And what? Okay. So how? Oh, you have it right there. Let me make you big. Hold on a
second. You got the gray one. So I bought plain little, you can see on the back, they're like little beanies. Just off of Amazon. It's like a little beanie hat.
Okay.
And I put them on the girls' heads and then tried to, because they were way big on them, I had to cut out a portion of the top and re-sew it. So I did sew a little bit. I had to re-sew the hat so it was a little bit smaller. And then I glued, hot glue gun, about 100 little pom-poms on each of the hats so that it would cover all of it. And this is the part where I'm telling you it was way more expensive than any costume that I bought.
100 pom-poms.
Yeah, so that's it, 100 pom-poms. And then for the glasses, I bought a 6-pack of just little costume type glasses that have no lenses and Mardi Gras beads and glued them so that they could have little chains.
What a great idea. Oh my God, those are cute.
Big, but yeah, it hung down a little bit nicer for them.
That's really cute.
Yeah, they were a little bit big on their heads, but that's okay.
Okay, so let me bring those little kitties back up here. Okay, hold on one second. I just got to find the right button. There we are. Okay, so those of you that have questions about this, you can ask. But 100 pom-poms, how did you have time to do that? I don't know, but it turned out so adorable. I mean, absolutely adorable. I'm going to try to just make these a little bit bigger so they can see. What do you got going on for Christmas? What are you going to do for that DIY project?
Nothing.
There'll be something. I'm looking down so I can just move this over. Hold on one second. I shared the photo last week. I hope you don't mind, with the kids. Let me bring them up here with you. Okay, here they are again. So here's the hat with the 100 pom-poms. So not to squirrel that, but just so you can get that last view on here. Okay, the photo with their jackets. And the girls are probably going to be too big by the time they can wear it. Mom bought the jackets, and then I embroidered them. Do they fit the girls yet? Have you tried it? Is the weather not even worth it yet?
It's still about 5 degrees, but I'll try it soon.
Okay, so here it is. You probably can't see this, but I have the hats up. So you guys can get one more close look at that. There's the hat. 100 pom-poms. Oh my gosh. The glasses, though, I think that, could I borrow those? Because I'm starting the stage where I need those.
Sure thing.
And I think I just thought of something else, Wynn. Did you hear she put Mardi Gras beads on them? So this is me. I'll have a pair up here, I'll have a pair on my shirt. I'll have a pair in my pocket, and I'll be walking around on my phone looking for my phone and my glasses. Now, that's when you know life is a little crazy. And those Mardi Gras beads would be hilarious. I should have worn those today. So, hey, Teresa, you get an A+ on that.
I'll mail you. You can use them.
Sounds good.
And I'll try to put enough postage on this time, too, so you don't have to pay for it, like your birthday card.
Oh, I didn't let that cat out of the bag. She sent me a gift, and I owed, what, 5 cents?
Yeah, failed at that.
That's what you get when you send a card that's too big. Oh, gosh. Well, I'll share more photos later, but hey, thanks for popping in. By the way, there's a couple people here that asked what you do.
Oh, I work for a software company. I'm a project manager. As exciting as that sounds, I actually quite enjoy it.
That actually is exciting.
Yeah.
I've tried to get her to do my software management, but I am a handful, so she already has a good job, right? It probably pays a little bit better, too. Sisters aren't so good at that.
You're on my list.
All right, so anything else for Halloween? You got any snacks or any other, I'm going to bring up some other photos here.
Yeah, so Carter is, the group might not know, Carter is peanut allergy. He's got a really bad peanut allergy. So we do, if you guys have heard of the Teal Pumpkin Project, where you put a teal pumpkin on your doorstep, and that's kind of like people's signal that if they either have food allergies or have a need for non-food treats, they can stop by. So we got...
Wait a minute. I've never heard of this. What
yeah,
color?
I learned about it from food allergies, but it's just like we painted a little pumpkin teal, and you put it on the porch, and then you give out like suckers are one that are allergy friendly, and like little trinkets and like those little spider rings that you used to get for Halloween, things like that.
That's so cool. I had no idea.
Yeah.
So everybody here should know that if they walk around and see basically a teal pumpkin, huh?
Yep.
When did you know that? I had no idea. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of comments on that one. So hold on one second. I can see some Marty. Oh, first off, everyone's telling you great ideas. And Susan says Auntie Angie gets to make the Christmas outfits.
Yay! I like Susan's idea.
Susan's idea. And is your family 3 sisters? Anyone else? Well, when we want to own them, we have 2 brothers too, right? No, we love our brothers. No, there's 5 of us. There's 3 girls. It goes girl, me, brother, Julie, who Julie just called in, but she is not live yet, and Steve, and then you. Oh my gosh, I have to think about it. Yeah, we have a lot of fun on the holidays. Okay, Marty says we have the same giggle. Well, you should wait till my sister Julie gets up here. I think it, and my mom. Judy, hold on, Teresa. Julie wants to join the conversation.
All right.
Julie?
I'm here. Hey, how are you?
Good. So we're guessing that you're stuck in court because you're going to show us the pumpkins, right? But everybody's saying hi to you anyways.
Well, so I'm actually not stuck in court. I just slipped out of the jail, so I could call in.
Oh, Julie's in jail. For those of you that know, Julie is an attorney.
Yes, I did not bring the pumpkins to jail with me. I'm not sure they get through security, to be completely honest with you. But, I looked at my schedule, and I'm very excited. Next Wednesday, if you'll have me, I would love to show you how to make a gluten-free pie.
Okay, gluten-free pie next week. Well, it won't be next Wednesday because it's Houston Quilt Fest, but why don't we do it the following week for Thanksgiving? Gluten-free pie? You guys all in for that?
I can't do it. I'm going to be in a DWI trial the following
All right.
Wednesday, but anyhow.
So this is my other sister, and we thought it would be fun to talk about different food allergies and things like that. Not fun, but just to discuss it because a lot of us have it. So Julie's gluten-free, and she's going to be, I will let you know when the pie comes up. How's that, Jules?
Oh, perfect. So, but I learned how to make a flaky French pastry pie crust that's completely gluten-free, and it's awesome enough that I made tomato pie all summer long, and Lloyd loved it. He could not tell the difference, and when I say loved it, I mean he and his 2 daughters like devoured.
Okay, so I'm listening to you, but I'm just going to tell you, Michelle, that lives down the street from you, said you get one get out of jail free card, Julie. And yes, Peg wants to hear about this pie, and Angie says sounds yummy. So, all right, Jules, thanks. And then I'll be sure to share photos of your pumpkin. Okay.
Oh, sure. So, yeah, and so they were just those ugly orange pumpkins from
Hey,
Michael's
Jules,
Arts and Crafts.
I can't get you loud enough to get on here, so we're gonna bring you back on. Okie doke.
Okay, love you.
Bye. Love you too. I need a big microphone for my cell phone. Okay, Teresa, you're gonna help me look at these photos. Can you see the photos that I post up here when I do?
No, but let me open a different window and see if I can do it that way.
Okay, just make sure the volume's off and it won't echo. So this week, because this is such a fun week, and those of you that are in the group have probably seen some of these photos, but we could not resist bringing these up for you. So let me just find them. I love it when you go to the Wolf Pack and you say, hey guys, we want some, show me your costumes. All right, let me put mute on here. Mute, so everything doesn't go. All right, so who is this? This is in the group. I asked everyone to post their photos. So Linda posted this one that she made. Very cute. All right, there's our live show. Okay, this was one of the funniest things for the week. Can we go trick-or-treating? I absolutely laughed and asked for fabric. So I wasn't paying much attention. And then all of a sudden everybody wrote, can we go? They want my address. So Wynn would be more than happy to hand out fabric. Trust me. I thought that was pretty hilarious. So let me just make it a little bigger. And then when I get to these photos, you'll see them. If I can. Oops, I'm making the wrong one bigger. Hold on a second. You got to love technology. There we go. Okay, what is this? Christina put this photo in here, and I could not tell what it is, but I'm just laughing out loud. It looks like it's a dog with a pumpkin, and what is he dressed up as? Can you tell?
A shark. It looks like a shark.
Oh, a shark. Yes, it's a shark. When you got to see this photo. Okay, that's really funny. Oh, hey, by the way, Sandy wants to know if she could just go through the drive-through at the bank door to pick up the fabric. I love that. All right, Christina said it's a puppy being swallowed by a shark. Christina, I'm sorry, I didn't recognize that. That's pretty funny. And then here's Shannon's. Now, these are just, you got to admit, that's pretty hilarious. It's all for Wynn, Christina said. Okay, is that a cow? What is it?
It's a cow.
That's what I thought. But I can't tell because the dog is so cute. That poor dog is going to be damaged. He looks like he has earbuds in. So he's probably, but it's like his little hat. He's probably listening to the show right now. So Shannon, thanks for that photo. I know, hilarious. Okay, everybody's saying happy Halloween, but there's a few more pictures in here. This was a good costume. Who did this one? Rhonda did this one. That was very cool. And she wrote a whole story in there with it. So make sure that you pop in there and read this. But here, I love this Grinch one. So let's see. My little Grinch. And this was from Anne. Anne, that is so cute. So if you missed yesterday's live show, we had on Laura Pfeiffer, and she had the coolest costumes. Teresa, I don't know if you had a chance to watch it because yesterday you were really sick. But she had some for her children, the Grinch, that was so adorable. And they were all easy DIY projects. Some of her favorites, though, were the t-shirts where she just cut them up. That would be something that would definitely work for Halloween. All right, this was a good one. Here's Michelle. Michelle, that's way too cute. I had a chance to meet Michelle when I went to visit my sister Julie. So, all right, that's not, here we go. There's Teresa's with the, but there was one more thing on here, a couple more things I wanted to show. Now, this is not Halloween based, but you guys have to see this window. This is Christy. Christy, look at her sewing room. So she has her quilting frame up, and look at that view. But the only thing that bothers me is that there's snow there. I'm not quite ready for that yet. There's definitely snow, but check out that room. So a lot of you guys have been sending me photos of your sewing room, so that way I can share. But some of the people said they can't come on until December, so I'm saving their stuff. So when I just see one photo like this, I have to bring it up because I just love it. All right, and then here we go. Look at this one. Tammy made this 6 years ago. That is precious. So if you start now, or no, you guys are going to tell me that I should start now for the kids. Teresa, your kids will be taken care of.
Yeah, you're all over that.
I'll embroider for them, right? All right, and there's one more photo on here, which I thought was awesome. I love it when you guys all chat and hear it in the group, but where's the photo of, okay, this, not Halloween, but this would be very comfortable to wear this afternoon because it's going to be chilly. Look at the embroidery on that sleeve. I absolutely love that. This reminds me of a sweater that I upcycled. It's on the blog. You can see it for free, where I turned a sweater with a zipper. So that's very cool. And here we go. Ewan, could you bring me the piece of paper out of the printer? I asked her, okay, you guys have all seen her on here. She's from Denmark, and she posted a photo of her sewing room. So she's got the quilting frame. She put up a brand new 32-inch TV, and now she can watch Behind the Scenes Live. So I messaged her this morning because I wanted to make sure that I pronounced her name right. And being from Denmark, didn't really want to mess it up. So Krog, is the GH silent or not silent? I'm not sure. I'll ask her. But she's on here every week. You all know her. So Krog is her surname, and Kunst is an art in Danish. Creative, sinning, means creative sewing. My real name is Lone, and you pronounce it Lona. I'm looking forward to today's show. So this is Lona. So now I can say your name. I've always liked loving your stuff, but I can never say it. So this is Lona. Everyone say hi to Lona. You know you've seen her a million times in the group and on the Facebook Live. And check out her sewing room. Holy cow. You need this, Teresa. You could set both of it. You need little baby carriages. And Carter. Awesome. They can all help you do all the quilting. So yeah, I thought you would love that. Super cute. All right, so you had a few people in here saying hi to you. I just lost them. Hold on a second. Someone wants to know where in North Carolina you live. You're in Raleigh. Well, it's Apex, really, right?
Yeah, just outside of Raleigh.
And my other sister is in Winston. Is that right?
Yep.
I get that so confused. Well, Therese, I know that you have a busy day and you're going to hopefully get some rest and feel better, but I wanted to bring you on with the kids. Thank you for showing the costume. I'm going to show how to do a quick tutorial here on how to do a wrap sweater that you'll be able to wear while you take the kids out tonight. But I love that. For those, I saw a bunch of people just join. So could you please just repeat that teal pumpkin again? Because I had a few people that I saw a couple questions about that, and I just want to make sure that they're clear because this is the coolest thing ever. I've been on an airplane before, and I only brought peanuts for lunch, and that didn't work out so well because the kid next to me was deathly allergic. So will you share that one more time with the people that just popped in?
Yeah, it's definitely new to me because I mean, we didn't have any food allergies in our family growing up, so I was completely ignorant to the whole topic. As I think a lot of people are if you don't know anybody with food allergies. But for Halloween, they have something called the Teal Pumpkin Project. And you just put a teal pumpkin on your porch. So we bought a pumpkin and spray painted it teal. And then you offer treats that are allergy friendly or like little trinkets and toys, pencils, whatever, that are just free of any allergens so that kids that are or allergic to different foods don't have to worry quite as much about what they're grabbing. So it's just something that we do.
Which is awesome. And I have to always remember now because I don't even think of things like that. But I will, I promise.
It's hard. If you're not impacted by it every day, it's really hard to not know. So it's like we just try to be diligent and then think about all the other kids that are allergic to things that even Carter isn't allergic to, and it's just a different world, right?
Right. Arnell said teal pumpkin. I'd never heard of it. Great idea. So now everyone that goes out tonight is going to know that, which I think it's awesome. That was totally newbie. You've never even told me that. So some people, you got a lot of people on here that are near you, have lived by you. You guys can just all have a big pumpkin party.
Sounds good.
To live in Apex. Apex is such a great area. And they have a sewing store there that I went to as well. Gosh, about a year ago or something. It was that new store. It's a brother dealer, of course. I'm a little biased. And they had a beautiful store in a great area. I don't know if you've had a chance to go back there. Teresa's been so busy. I have a stack of stuff to send you, sis, to both you and Julie. All right, I'm going to let you go. You go have fun. Thank you for taking the time to come on and say hi to everyone. And I'm going to give a quick tutorial on this Happy Halloween. Say hi to the kids. Say hi to Michael. And I hope you feel better.
Thanks, Ange. Thanks for having me.
All right. Bye. Love you, Trees. Okay, so I just love my sisters. If you can't tell, we get along so well, which is great. But I just love all the kids coming in the family. So the boys, I haven't talked to my other brother with his two kids, Allie and Jake. And I went on their Facebook this morning to see what they dressed up like for Halloween, and there was no photos yet. But usually they knock it out of the park. They usually have something amazing. Julie had a great costume this weekend, and I'm letting everybody down. So, but I have a tip for you. So let me just hide this. I'm going to bring up a screen if I can find where I put it. All right. Hold on one sec. And I'll make sure I turn the volume off. So I learned that my software, I can now play videos on here for you with sound. So like, for example, it would be like
where your armhole is.
Two of me, right? Way too creepy. So I'm bringing this up because I want you to see the name DIY, how to drape and sew a square sweater. I have this whole tutorial on my YouTube channel. You can go to the YouTube channel, but I'm going to show you briefly here something that's an idea for, I'm going to actually make it for my travels next week, because you know what next week is, Houston Quilt Fest. And if you did not see last week's show, Barbara was on there, and they are giving away an iron. Okay, and it's going to be, let me just put this down for a second, at 2 o'clock on Saturday. We're having a meet and greet with the Facebook group. 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. If you're taking the bus with all brands to the Houston Quilt Fest, you'll be there. But otherwise, it's at 2 o'clock in their booth. They have 3 big booths. I've posted it everywhere, so if you can't find it, message me. But they're going to draw, and the giveaway is up online, so you don't miss it. But this iron, and I've tested, it's pretty cool actually. I wasn't sure because I usually use my commercial steam iron. This iron works really well. I'll do a little video for you guys, but I decided to throw in a mini clapper with it since I'll be there at the same time. And so if ironically somebody is in the Facebook drawing and wins that's there, they can take it home with them. Otherwise, you get it mailed to you. So that's at all brands, and that's next week. So before I give you this tutorial, for those of you that have to run, just so you know, next week, Wednesday, I'm flying to Houston, so there won't be a live show. But there will be a live show Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I don't know the times yet, but I can let you know. Thursday, I know will be the opening of the show. And Friday, I'm pretty sure it's going to be in the morning. And then Saturday is live at 2. So now you have the schedule. All right, guys, so let me show you my little tutorial here. Can you see me okay? Now, I'm only showing you briefly, and you can watch the whole thing on YouTube, but let me just give you some ideas here. All right. Make sure that I'm all dressed. You know, have you ever seen that commercial where the guy's like sitting there online and the whole camera falls and then he's like wearing his pajamas? Every once in a while, I thought of coming in here with pajamas on since you can only see my neck, but hasn't happened yet. All right, so you recognize this beautiful dress form. This is one of Joe's, and Joe will be at all brands, by the way, and not at all brands. His booth is usually across the aisle from all brands, so be sure to say hi to him. So this is the fabric that I think it's the same as this. Remember this? I haven't put the collar on it yet because I can't make up my mind, but I will. This is what happens. I'll put it on the dress form for like a week until I finally make up my mind. This is a sweater knit. I have maybe 2 more bolts. It sold out pretty quick on some of the other colors, but this is one that I'm getting ready to use. This is a red. It's not see-through, although it looks kind of like it's see-through. It drapes softly, has a little bit of stretch. It's super, super, super soft. And the back side is gray. So technically it's only one-sided, but the back side, the gray is so rich that you could technically use it for like a circle sweater or a Rachel or the square sweater. So what I've cut here is 1.5 yards. See if I can, here we go. And I'm just going to take my little dress form, find the center of the fabric, all right? Super easy draping here. The only thing I need to go out and get is some fringe because I want to put fringe on the end. I could technically cut fringe out of this fabric, but so let me find the middle. Okay, first off, there's the selvage. That's the wrong middle. Here we go. There's the middle. So this is just about the middle of the fabric. And I'm going to set it on top of the dress form. The reason I'm using a dress form, so let me just make this a little bit taller for you guys so you don't miss out. Don't get dizzy. Hold on a second. This is going to be my Halloween costume for sure, since I don't have one. There you go. Is that better? All right. So if I were to just cut 2 armholes, and this is something I explained in the video, is that it'll gap too much right here. So instead, I put it on the dress form, and from the dress form, we've talked about grain line before. Because this has a really good distinct print on it, I can actually see the lines of the grain line. And yes, it's important to drape it correctly. So there we go. I can see everything's even. That looks like a good position in the back. And the only thing I want to do is slide this around the shoulders. For those of you that have the dress form, this works great. If you don't have a dress form, you could technically lay a vest or a shirt that you have with no sleeves on top of the fabric to figure out where your armholes are. Bring it around to the front. Now, obviously, I have one side a little longer than the other, so I'm just going to even that out a little bit. And then how much? That looks pretty good. Now, you can lay this down on the like on your cutting table and make sure it's even, but this is pretty close. All right. How's that looking? Pretty good? I'm going to bring up your comments just to make sure that Linda says maybe reversible. Use a reversible. All right, you all want reversible. We're going to do reversible. Well, I think it is going to be reversible, by the way, because I think that this gray looks just fine with the red. You can see a little bit showing through, but I really like it. And then I want to put fringe all along the edge of where the selvage is. I just think it's going to be fun. All right, so this it looks pretty even. Let's look at the back again. So here's the back. I can see that it's definitely off grain. So let's even that out just a little bit more here. And you want to slide it so it's a little bit tighter on the back. Otherwise, you'll have too much gapping right here. All right, looking good. Okay, so if it's reversible, this part of the collar is going to wrap back. You have to picture you have arms coming out here, right? So do you like that look? Just kind of a really cool drape, isn't it? I actually like it. Well, not that I'm surprised, but okay, so this is the real tricky part. Let me get my masterful Kai scissors out. By the way, I know what booth Kai is going to be in this year. I'm going to leave you a list of all the booths that we're going to, but you have to stop by there. He has some new products and really good scissors. Okay, I'm just going to cut an armhole. Can you see? And I'm making this a little bigger because I'm not adding sleeves. So I want it to be like big and comfortable. There you go. So that's a pretty big armhole, but I want it that way. So I have a turtleneck on, and this is big. I don't want it tight under my arm like I normally do. So Melody says, love me some Joe. Joe Vetrelli. Who? Yes, this is where the dress form came from. Of course it did. All right, and I'm going to cut the other armhole. Now, I will go lay this on my cutting table later when I get done with you guys, just to make sure that the armholes are at least the exact same width. See, I cut it a little bit lower. So it's just going to be like a real comfortable vest. And now, see how this can just kind of wrap around where your arms are going to go? I'm tying the lady on there too tight. What do you think? That took all of 3 minutes. So how will I finish the armhole? I will take a piece of this fabric, or I could use black elastic, like the fold-over elastic, or bias, wrap it in bias, or I could just tuck it under and use a cover stitch machine. Either way. So which ends do I have to finish? Well, this end is definitely a raw edge, and this fabric is fraying a little bit. This is an edge that I will probably just tuck under, just like this, give it a good pressing, and use the double cover stitch. And I'll just do that all the way around, so it'll hang. I can still fold it back, and you'll see the gray. And then along the selvage edge, this is where I need to go to the store, and I'm going to buy some fringe. There's some black in this color. It's like a burgundy with some black. I just think black fringe on here would just be fun. So let's see what we got. It doesn't really match what I'm wearing, but let's see what we got going on. Oh, hey, I could make a hoodie. I never wear hoodies unless it's my nap wear. What do you think? I think it's not bad. What do you think, Gwen?
Good start.
Big, comfortable. He said it's a good start. I actually kind of like it. It's really cute. Lower armholes, so I could wear like a big sweater. You know what I could definitely see this with is a belt, a cute belt. Definitely a cute belt. All right, so there is your tutorial for the day. And the full video is on YouTube. So just go to YouTube. I'll bring it back up here. Whew, I got fuzz from the jacket all over me. I like the reversible though. I think there might be a smidge of the black and green available. A smidge. It's on the website. And don't forget, if you, a lot of you already purchased this fabric, but if you want this fabric, it's fall 15, capital letters fall 15 for your discount. So let me just bring the video back up here. I'm just waiting for one of these days for my mouse to die of battery. Okay, so there's the video. And I'll make it really big here for a second. You can read at the top, DIY how to drape and sew a square sweater. So if you go to my YouTube page, that's where it is, and you can follow along with whatever fabric you have. But this is pretty comfy. Now, I have not washed this fabric yet, and this fabric will shrink a little bit. It has some lycra in it, but it has some polyester as well and rayon. It's just a really comfortable sweater knit. I can think of a few applications for this, but for now, I had to cut into that bolt. I have to make myself some outfits for tomorrow, right? For next week. You guys are all saying, make it reversible. Love me some Joe. So those of you that don't know Joe Vetrelli, he has the best dress forms ever. So this one has the collapsible shoulders. I have another one right here. That's the one that I'm trying to make up my collar. So anyways, yes, I saw a whole bunch of you had purchased one when he gave us a deal. He said he might come up with something creative right before Christmas. So if you're in the market for a dress form, keep your ears tuned. Everyone says reversible. Marcy, very cool. Don't you think, Cindy, it'll look good with fringe? I think so too. Now I have to go to Joann's and find some fringe. There is another fabric store here, but it's in Berrien Springs, and they have a lot of home dec, and I'll bet you I could find some cool fringe there, except I don't want to look like a couch. So I want something more like a cotton fringe. Well, When I go to Joann's, I'll take photos. If you're on Instagram, you can follow me on Instagram and I'll show. Kai Scissors, yes, yes. That's what I said. And Kai Scissors will be at Houston Quilt Fest. So, and so is Daylight. I don't know what booth either of them are in yet. Jeff sent me a message, but I haven't heard back from Daylight yet. But I will let you know because we'll stop by there and say surprise with a Facebook Live for them, right? How wide is the fabric? Mary wants to know. And how much yardage? This fabric is 60 inches wide. Well, it's like 50, to be safe, I would say 54, 56, but it's really 60 inches wide. And I cut 1.5 yards for this. And this is how long. It's probably hard to see with my black pants, but it doesn't even need to be this long. In fact, I might shorten it a little bit because it kind of looks like a dress. So you probably could get away with 1 yard. Let's see, the salvage is from here to here. So if I had cut that a little bit, probably 1 yard would have been better. Of course, it depends what size you are, but 1 yard would give you plenty of length. But I was trying to get this ready before the show, and I didn't measure. So 1.5 yards is what I cut, and I definitely could have gotten away with 1 yard. 1.5 yards. Yes, that's what I cut it, 1.5 yards. But I definitely could have cut it 1, so you could see the difference. It's just going to make it longer. So it's whatever you prefer. Tracy says, I saw a gorgeous rectangular jacket made of Shannon bonded cuddle. Oh, I love that stuff. I have a whole bunch of it to use pretty soon. Unsure to where to cut the armholes and how to drape the sleeves. So Tracy, with that faux fur, go on YouTube and watch this whole video because it'll show you how to do the placement. What you might want to do, because that faux fur, well, when you cut faux fur, it's better to cut from the back side, especially with that minky, because you'll end up with it all over and you're going to be sneezing and coughing up fur balls. All right. You think I'm kidding. Wynn has been in here since when I've cut this stuff. But so the tricky part is if you cut it on the dress form, you're going to have stuff everywhere. So what I would probably suggest is to put this on the dress form, put your fabric on the dress form. If you don't have a dress form, use like a pattern and kind of just compare where the armholes are. But I would use based, because I don't think a marking pen would work as well, like a fabric marking pen. I'm just trying to figure out how you could mark that the arm's eye or the armhole for where you're going to put the sleeve. And if you do it with maybe a different color thread and do some basting stitches around, then you could take it to the cutting table, cut one of the armholes the right way with the back of the fabric so you're not destroying all of the, getting stuff everywhere. And then use that as a pattern to cut the other one to make sure it's just right. It's safer. Plus that fabric's a little more expensive than this. So just an idea for you. And then for the sleeve, how to drape the sleeve, I would probably start with I always start with a basic sleeve pattern and go from there. Just make sure you give yourself enough room because that fabric doesn't stretch. So a jacket pattern would be better than a knit pattern, if that makes sense. Liz says her dress form is arriving tomorrow. Wow, congratulations. So Liz, I have, I don't know, 5 or 6 draping videos on YouTube now that you might enjoy. I think I forgot to eat breakfast, Lynn. So, all right, we're almost out of time here, but I just see a few more. Goes nice with your shirt. You know what, Cindy? What's really funny is I didn't plan that at all, and it matches. Actually, it does match quite well, doesn't it? But I wanted to get this finished so I could wear it tonight for Halloween. I thought it would be really cute. But I think a belt. I have a nice thick black belt. Actually, is it on the? Would you hand me that belt, please? It's right there. Ironically, I threw a belt on the floor right before I started because I was going to do a photo shoot. All right, guys, here's the whole look. This is what I'm thinking. I'm going to make it shorter. And this is how, what's all over your shirt?
Nothing. Wet.
I think Wynn got stuck in the rain or something. All right. So this is what I'm thinking. Oh, this definitely could work for Halloween. I look like I could have a little sword in my shirt. Well, this needs a little tweaking, but I think you got the idea, right? So here's the back. Not bad. All right, Lynn, I'll work on it. I can always tell by his face how this is working out. Actually, I think it's kind of cute, but a little more tweaking. How's that? Everybody's laughing. Love, love, love it, says Debbie. All right, you guys, I hope you have a fabulous Halloween. Now, don't forget belt. Yes, Angie says. It does match your top. I know, Melody. That's what I was saying. I have a few other belts I think would be better, but the other thing is this one's really long. So I'm going to change this to 1 yard, add some fringe, and see what we got. I might take away some of this excess fabric. Whatever I do, I'll let you know, just so you know. Does it wrinkle? Nope, Arnell, it doesn't wrinkle. That's why I love these sweater fabrics. The only thing about these, though, and I made a couple of these tops last year for birthday week, if you remember, the birthday sew-a-thon, which is coming up right at the week after Thanksgiving. So mark your calendars. This has a lot of, like in the dryer, you have to throw in a lint thing because it's very staticky coming out of the dryer. I don't know why, but I have maybe 4 or 5 of these tops. They come out of the dryer like this, totally squashed together. So you have to use the dryer lint or dryer towel. You know what I'm talking about. Everyone says love it. Nice. So great to see you guys today. So anyways, in the group, if you guys go out Halloween or you have little kids or something that you made a costume for, post it in the group. I know the group is only for Angela Patterns, but I would love to see your costumes because it's inspiring and it makes everybody have I don't know, it's fun. And kids are so cute. Are you kidding? Melody wants to know about a rolled hem. I would say no on the rolled hem because, let's see. Hold on a second. Let me just take this off for a minute and explain why. A rolled hem on this fabric, because this fabric is a little bit thicker, you could do a 2-thread on the serger would look awesome. Or that almost looks like a blanket stitch. A blanket stitch would look cool. A rolled hem, can you see this up here? This fabric already rolls a little bit. A rolled hem would be sewing through 2 layers of this. That's pretty thick. I just think it would just, that part of your hem would be very stiff going around your neck. So I would vote no on that. Now, 3-thread narrow overlock, that would look good. Okay, so this is a good tip. Christina says Hobby Lobby has lots of cool trims in the upholstery department. All right, I'm going to look. Liz says, is one on your website 1 yard or a half a yard? It's 1 yard to not make things complicated. But if you've never heard me say this before, all you have to do is if you want like a yard and a half, and you can only buy a yard increments because that's just the way the website's set up and it was too complicated to change it. All you have to do is buy the full yard more than what you want and leave a note that I only wanted a half a yard and I will refund you that half a yard. All right. So if you want a yard and a half, buy 2 yards, which is number 1 and 2, like each one on the website is 1 yard and I will refund the half. You can always send me a message. I always try to help when I can. Off topic. Let's see. Linda says off topic. Sorry for the off topic. Never worry about that. This is live Q&A. You can go anywhere you want with this one. Well, sometimes. I love the rack behind you with iron and hoops. Is it special rack made for hoops? Oh, I showed that in last week's show. That rack. I have to figure out. I know where I purchased it from. It's actually for going to shows. So you can, I used to hang my patterns on it when I would go to a show if I had a booth or wanted to show off my patterns. So it has all these little clips that go in it. Well, when I was moving here, I thought this thing's really cool. I could put all of my embroidery hoops on here. And you know, I have quite a few machines here, or if I'm testing a new machine, whatever machine I have, I like to keep them organized. Now, a lot of my brother machines, I can use the hoops interchangeably, but not all. And I usually like to keep them each with the machine. I just think it's a better idea for me. Isn't it cool? I'll take a photo and post that so you can get a close-up of it. And I'll figure out where I'll find the catalog where I bought it. It's not as expensive as you would think. So it was more a trade show catalog, but you could order without having a business. So great question, by the way. Okay, so Peg says it would look great to cut and not fringe from the sweater itself. Oh yeah, you know, Peg, I was thinking that, but here's the problem with this fabric. I think that's a great idea because I was thinking that with a fleece would be really cool. This fabric though rolls a little bit, and I'm afraid if I cut this and tied it in knots like a fringe, that I would end up with it would look like, I don't know, an octopus or something. It would just not come out right. Let's just say it wouldn't be pretty. But I have a swatch of fabric over there, so I'm going to test it and I'll let you know. But that's my first initial thought. Marta says, put a mask on. That sounds good, Marta. With a sword, with the belt, I'm going to be good to go tonight. I just need my high heel boots and we're going to be ready to go in. Oh, gosh. Okay, let's see. Amrula asks, I am not great at garment sewing. Which pattern would you suggest for advanced beginner? Skirt, top, pants, or any? Well, that's a good question. So I would say for beginner, a skirt is hands down the easiest. Like my Kate skirt is so easy. 2 side seams, sew a zipper in. You have 2 waistband options. One's a little more advanced than the other. That's very, very simple. The next step up is like a Delilah top, which is more of a raglan style sleeve or dolman sleeve. That actually is very easy. You have 1 seam. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 4, but you know what I mean. That's very simple as well. So I would start with something like that for a beginner. If you get into pants, so much of that is about fitting. So if it doesn't, you all have heard the story about my first pair of pants. I spent hours sewing those, hours and hours and hours. I had a terrible fabric. I didn't know much about fabric at that time. This is many, many years ago. I was maybe 16. Sewed it together, top stitched all of this terrible polyester nasty fabric with a 2.5 or 2.0 stitch length. Are you picturing this? Yeah. And I didn't fit. I didn't try to sew on a muslin. I didn't try to fit it. I didn't try to do any of that. And guess what happened? Those went in the trash. Although I do wish I would have kept those because that would give all of you the best laugh ever. They were pretty bad. I think we're just going to say, we're going to leave it at that. Terrible. So pants are really hard to start with because you have to get that fit right. And pants usually don't fit right out of the box, out of the package. So I hope that answers your question. All right, Tracy says, thanks. All right, guys. So I have to run. We are out of time for the day. And but I will see you next week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So Wednesday, if everything goes as planned, I'm going to be on an airplane during our live show. So I might pop in earlier, though. You never know. But plan on Thursday morning, Friday morning, and Saturday at 2. So if you're bored, you can always catch the relay later, too. So, all right, you guys. Happy Halloween. Stay safe. Don't eat too much candy. And if you're going Halloween shopping and you want fabric, pull up to the drive-thru. All right. Bye, you guys. See you next week. Have a great weekend.